a little segment we like to call Can't Knock It, brought to you by Knock Around. There's a podcast that I listen to called The Par Train. It's hosted by this guy named Evan Singer. He thinks that every major should be played at the same golf course, and it would change things. The U.S. Open would go to Pebble. It's always going to be at St. Andrews for the Open, which would be cool. You know, up for grabs is the PGA, I suppose. One of the arguments I heard about the PGA is, it doesn't really have an identity.
I would love to see it at Bethpage Black, I think. That way you kind of have, you got something in the South with Augusta, you got something on the West Coast, and then you've got a Northeast with such great fans. Or, you could make an argument for something in like the Chicago area. Another good argument for this is sort of Sawgrass and the players. I think if you had to ask a casual sports fan, not a golfer, can you name 3 golf courses? I think they would probably say Augusta, they would probably say Pebble, and they'd probably say Sawgrass. And that's because you see that tournament every single year. You see that golf course. It's got iconic holes. It's got the island green. I'd probably argue that the 17th at Sawgrass is probably the most famous hole in the world.
I agree.
And I think that, if you did that, if somehow the universe came together, we were completely just thinking about how do you make this best for the fans of golf. I think you do kind of land the majors every year in the same spot, and you make it like part of the game. This is the ultimate. We've got these 4 courses.